All right, let's talk about something that drives so many of us crazy. You take notes almost every single day, right? You fill up notebooks, your highlighters are probably running on fumes, but the actual learning, it just disappears. All that effort and you still forget pretty much everything you wrote down.
I mean, does this sound familiar to you? You're sitting in class, your hand is cramping up because you're trying to get every single word down. You have stacks of notes to prove how hard you're working. But then, the exam rolls around, and it feels like you're looking at the material for the very first time.
Okay, I need you to hear this loud and clear. If this is you, you are not the problem. It's not that you're lazy, it's not that you're not trying hard enough. The problem isn't your effort, it's your method. The way most of us were taught to take notes is just fundamentally broken. And the good news, we can fix it, like right now.
So first, let's figure out what's going wrong. Why are these classic note-taking methods, the ones we all learned, actually failing us? It's all because of something called the illusion of learning.
You know what I'm talking about. Mindlessly copying slides word for word, trying to become a human court reporter and transcribe the entire lecture. Oh, and my personal favorite? Highlighting basically the entire page until it's just a sea of neon yellow. We've all been there, because it feels super productive, right? It feels like you're doing the work.
But here's the best way to think about it. When you're just passively copying things down, your brain is completely checked out. It's not learning, it's not processing, it's just acting like a printer, moving words from the screen to your page. You're basically a human photocopier. And that's not learning.
So why is being a printer so bad for memory? Well, the answer is actually rooted in science, and it all comes down to this one crucial difference between two little words: recognition and recall. Honestly, understanding this is about to change everything for you. Think of it this way. Your memory is like a muscle. And how do you build a muscle? Through effort, through struggle. When you're just copying, there's zero struggle. Your brain doesn't have to work at all. And the rule is simple. If there's no struggle, there's no memory.
And this is what that looks like. On one hand, you have recognition. That's passive, it's easy. It's when you look at your notes and go, oh yeah, I remember seeing that. It feels like you understand it, but the second you're under pressure in an exam, poof, it's gone. Then there's recall. That's the hard work. That's active effort. It's pulling an answer from deep inside your brain. And that is what builds a strong memory that actually shows up for you during an exam.
Okay, so the mission is clear. We have to stop aiming for easy recognition and start training for active recall. And how do we do that? We need a totally new system. So, let me introduce you to the solution, the Recall First Note System. Instead of frantically writing everything down, your new game plan has 4 super simple steps. Number 1, listen first. Seriously, just put your pen down and actually listen to understand. 2, close the source. After the lecture, close the book, shut the laptop. 3, write from memory. Pull out a blank page and write down everything you can remember. 4, check and correct. Now, open your sources back up and fill in the blanks and fix your mistakes.
And why on earth does this work so much better? Because this entire process forces your brain to do that hard work of retrieval. That little moment of struggle when you're thinking, oh, what was that concept again? That's the magic. That's the cognitive workout that builds real, lasting memories. It is literally the fastest way to learn.
All right, theory is great, but let's get practical. How do you actually use this day to day? Let's walk through what your new workflow is going to look like.
First things first, we have to totally change our definition of good notes. We are not trying to create beautiful, color-coded works of art. We are making functional notes. This means they might be short, they're probably going to be messy, they'll have your own weird abbreviations, and that's perfect. Their only goal is to help you understand, not to look pretty.
So while you're actually in class, your job is incredibly simple. You're not a transcriber anymore. You're just jotting down a few key words, the main ideas. If something doesn't make sense, just put a big question mark next to it and move on. And maybe the most important part, leave tons and tons of empty space on the page. Trust me, you're going to need it.
Because this is where the real learning happens. After class, you're going to use all that blank space to rewrite the concepts from memory. You'll expand on your little keywords. Then, you'll open up your textbook or the slides and fill in the details you missed. And finally, and this is critical, you have to simplify everything into your own words. Because if you can't explain it simply, you don't really get it yet.
Look, using this system isn't just about a new technique. It really requires a whole new mindset. It's time to stop making notes for decorating and start making notes for thinking. Let's just be real for a second. There is this whole world of aesthetic notes on social media. And yeah, they look amazing. But pretty notes impress people on Instagram. Functional notes are what actually build memory so you can pass your exams. You just have to decide which one you care about more.
This is the core idea I want you to walk away with. Your notebook is not a gallery piece. It's a workbench. It's a place for you to wrestle with ideas, to make messy connections, and to really forge your own understanding. It is a tool for thinking.
So here's your new mission. I want you to make this one conscious shift. Stop thinking of your notebook as a hard drive, a place to just record information. Start thinking of it as a gym for your brain. Your goal is no longer to just capture the lecture, it's to train your mind to actually remember it.
And I'll leave you with this one last thought. From this moment on, let this be your new rule for everything you study. Look at your notes and ask yourself, are these making me think? Are they making me struggle a little? Because if your notes don't make you think, I can promise you, they won't make you remember.